One thing I really think my mom was about being comfortable in my own skin. My mother never worried about being validated or accepted. She loved who she was. And so I can say that's a generational thing. My great grandmother Mo, she taught my mother that. She would have us to lay in the bed and she would just tell us stories about being accepting of who you are because so many people want you to conform to them. When you are dressing up the external you, make sure that you are not masking the internal you. Make sure that you are not dressing up internal scars. Make sure that you are not masking the pain. And I say that in a sense of, are we masking the pain by always trying to look the part? One thing my mom taught me was about being happy with yourself. Sorry, I gotta make sure I don't get ran over by a car. It's being happy with yourself. And I tell people all the time, there is a journey and a process to learning to love you. But it's showing up for you. And showing up for you has to be internal. When you're doing your internal work, it starts to force you to be accountable to yourself. What is it that I need to do or work on? What goals have I set that I've allowed the deadlines to come and go? And these are things you have to really work on and say to yourself, I need to write the vision and make it plain. Once you write the vision, hold yourself accountable. I always say make realistic goals first. And then that makes you feel like you've accomplished some things. The word says, despise not these small beginnings. So you want to make sure that you celebrate every win. My internal health is about making sure that if I think I need therapy, I do it. You can't just weep in silence and never address what the issue is. Take the time to really work on you. That's why today I said I wanted to put on my workout clothes, whether my thighs are thick or not and eating up my shorts, I'm still gonna do it. It's not all about some vain external look, but it is about being happy. Let's just be honest. We're not always honest about wanting to look good. This is for no one but me. I have learned to love me, be happy with me, and even when I am unhappy with some of the things that's going on with me, I have learned through experience. As they say, experience is a good teacher. I have learned to acknowledge that I'm actually stressed, because a lot of the times we don't acknowledge it. We act as if it's not there. So we do things, we have vices, and we do things that are not helpful. We just continue to find another thing to mask it. And that can be several things. It can be alcohol, it can be drugs, it can be sex, it can be work. And we just need to be adult enough to be honest with ourselves. We do have to pivot and shift when we are making changes. I can't love someone else more than I love me. I can't expect something from someone else that I'm not willing to do for myself. And once I said that to myself some years ago, my boundaries became clear. And that is very uncomfortable for other people. So I'll say, find what you think you need for your own internal peace. Find what you think you need to be satisfied in your journey to mental wellness, in your journey to physical wellness, to spiritual wellness. All those things that you need to do to get you on track to doing the right thing. So I will say to you, in loving you, don't mask the pain. I'm not saying that you have to relish in the pain, but what I am saying is don't mask it. Allow yourself for a moment to sit in it and make yourself be so uncomfortable in it that you have no choice but to change it because it doesn't feel good.